Welcome to the channel. Get ready for mouth-watering recipes and culinary adventures with your host, Chef Timmy J.
Welcome, YouTube family. This is your boy, Chef Timmy J. And today is Thursday, April the 2nd. I call this Good Friday Eve. If some of you celebrate Good Friday, it's definitely a holiday slash, not necessarily a holiday, but a religious day. Friday, Good Friday is tomorrow. And so today what we want to do is let's put the Ninja Crispy to the test. I'm going to review this product and see whether it really works. I've just found a few items laying around the house. And so what I have here, this is the Ninja Crispy. This is the bowl for it. And then of course, here is the actual Ninja Crispy itself. This device, it claims that it can air fry, it can do max crisp, it can bake, and then it can also re-crisp food as well. So what we will be testing now is we're gonna air fry two items that I found in my fridge. And with this particular device, it goes from 400 degrees to 425 degrees when you actually use the air fry function. And so what we're gonna do is I've got some of these Tyson chicken patties that I have here. I've also got a tomato, some pickle, and some mayo, because what we're gonna do is once I air fry two of these patties, we're definitely going to make a chicken sandwich. And then behind, I got a little bit of extra virgin olive oil here. I'll show you how we use that. But behind here, I've also found some corn on the cob bites. I don't know if you all have tried this before. It's the first time I've tried it. But this is the Mexican style street corn, and they've actually taken the corn and chopped it into little pieces here. And we're gonna air fry that out in the Ninja Crispy and see whether this thing really lives up to the hype. So let's get started. What I'm gonna do is I'm taking some of my extra virgin olive oil, the non-stick cooking spray. And I'm just gonna spray a little bit of this all over the rack that comes with it, because I do not want anything sticking. And then what we'll do is I'm gonna grab two chicken patties here. So let me open this up. And I have not unthawed anything. These are frozen chicken patties. And so we're gonna test this Ninja Crispy out. It's supposed to be able to, you don't even have to thaw. It's supposed to be frozen, and then you can go ahead and start using it. So there are the two patties there. I'm not going to tamper with anything because we want to see, can this Ninja Crispy really do what it says? So I'm going to sit the top on. I'm going to plug this device in. And what we will do is I'm going to air fry these two patties for about 10 minutes because I want to see what can it really do with just 10 minutes. And what I'll do is I will flip them over at 5 minutes. So there's a mode function on here. So I'm pressing mode and I've got it on air fry and it is set to 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna hit the start button. And once we get done halfway through, I'll show you what it looks like. And then we'll see, can this thing really live up to the test? Be back soon. Okay, it's been 5 minutes and now we're gonna flip these patties over. They look pretty good on the front side. Not sure if you can really see this too well, but looks pretty good. So I'm gonna flip them over. And we've got 5 more minutes remaining. So I'm gonna take my Ninja Crispy top, put it back on the device. If I can put it on the right way, I'll put it on this way. And nope. I need to turn it around the other way. If I can get it situated. There we go. And I'm gonna hit start. And I will show you what that patty looks like once we get through with this next 5 minutes. Okay, so we've cooked it on both sides. Let me unplug this Ninja Crispy, sit this hot top to the side. And I want to show you here, we've got really well done chicken patties, cooked really good on both sides. I'm not sure how well you can see this or not, but anyway, it's cooked very well, very good on both sides. Now, what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and put together our chicken sandwich because I did say I was gonna make a chicken sandwich for you. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take this hot Ninja Crispy bowl, move that to the side. And what I've done here is I've already lightly toasted 2 pieces of bread. My wife found some croissant bread, so I'm just trying out croissant bread, but you can definitely use any kind of bread that you want. And so what we'll do is I also need to slice up some tomato and some pickle. I've also got a little bit of lettuce already been chopped up and shredded, my lettuce here. And then I have some Duke's mayo. I have a question for you guys. What type of mayo do you like? Do you prefer the Duke's brand? Is there another brand that you prefer? I just find it very interesting on all the different types of brands. I think I like Duke's brand because in my family, Duke's brand is what people have generally tend to like, so I just gravitated to it. So let's get started. I'll open some of this mayo, and I'm gonna put some mayo definitely on the bread here, toasted bread. You can put as much or as little mayo as you like. So since I have 2 patties, what I will do is I'm going to only put bread on one of my patties, doing my best to try and somewhat keep back carbs, but that's still a work in progress. You guys let me know if you guys are trying to manage your carbs or even if you believe in the whole carb deal. So I'll put this mayo over here to the side. And then let's go ahead and chop up our tomato. So I'm grabbing a knife here and I'm going to chop up some tomato. What I find is that if you will chop the size of your tomato, you can actually sit it down and that way it will not slip on you. What I'm going to do is I'll cut a little slice here and however much or little tomato that I like. I think 3 pieces of tomato is good for me. So I'll take this excess tomato and just sit to the side, move my butter knife out of the way and my main knife out of the way. And then what I'll do is take it and put my tomato on the bread. Now, I know people make sandwiches in all types of different ways. Let me grab a cloth because I believe in keeping a clean surface and you don't want to cross-contaminate any food. But let me know, how do you guys make your sandwich? Do you put the mayo on or your dressing on first and then you put tomato and lettuce, or do you put the meat on first? I'm just curious to see what people do. I don't think there is a wrong or a right way to do it, but I put my tomato on first, and then what I do is I'm gonna grab one of these not hamburger, but one of these chicken patties, and I'm gonna lay my chicken patty on top of the tomato, and then I'm gonna take my lettuce, add my lettuce to one side, and I loaded up with lettuce, y'all. You can use as much or as little lettuce as you want, but I loaded up. I got to make a sloppy sandwich because I think the sloppier the sandwich, the better it tastes to me. And so then I'll take this and we will just mash it on top. There we go. Oh yeah, it spills everywhere, but that's what you want. Like I said, a good messy sandwich is what we want. And then we will actually take a knife and cut it and see whether or not this passes our doneness test. So I've got my knife here and I'm gonna cut it at an angle. I just believe something about when you cut a sandwich in half, it just seems like it tastes better when you cut it in half. I don't know if you all feel that, but let's see what it looks like. It's wow. Here it is. That looks like it's cooked really well. I'll go ahead and take a bite and let's see if this passes the bite test. Here we go. I'm going in. That crunches really well. Wash my hand off. That is amazing. You can taste it is done. It's cooked very well. 165 degrees on the inside. It is very, very good. So I will move this to the side. And now we're going to put the Ninja Crisp to another test. I'm going to save my patty because I love my patty, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all can't have that patty. That patty is just cooked really well. I'm going to put that to the side over there with my sandwich. And now in this same bowl, we're not going to do anything different. Nothing different. We are going to take the corn. Oh, something I forgot, you all. I forgot to put my pickle on my sandwich. So what I would do is bring my sandwich back over, and I'm just going to take 2 pickles and put those on the side. And so let me know if you think pickles make a chicken sandwich taste better. So there it is again. I've got a chicken patty. I've got bread with chicken. I've got my pickles. I'm sorry, I got to take a bite of this pickle, y'all. Let me see how fresh this pickle is. Let me see. I'm going in. Again, this is amazing. That pickle is definitely amazing. So let me close this pickle jar up. Let's move this out the way. Let's make sure we got a decent and clean surface, which I know we do. That's wiped off pretty good and pretty well. Just grabbing my towel so we can dry things off. And this is really good. Now, let's go ahead and open up our Green Giant corn on the cob bites that I found. And so I'm grabbing some scissors. I'm going to open this up. Never had these before. So this is definitely a first time that I've tried these. But if you can see this, what they are is they've taken the corn, they've added a good Mexican style seasoning to it, and it is really good. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of corn is good. It is frozen. And again, we're going to put this to the test, and we're going to see how well this Ninja Crispy really can cook food from frozen to done. So I've got my Ninja Crisp. I'm going to put the top on. I'm going to plug this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the same exact measurement as last time. I'm only going to air fry this for 10 minutes since those are little half pieces of corn. And we're not going to flip. We're going to let it cook all the way through. So stay tuned, be right back, and I will show you what that corn looks like when we get back. And our corn is done. So 10 minutes, frozen corn in the air fryer. I can hear it sizzling now. This is extremely hot. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but it is extremely hot. I've got a bowl here. I'm going to take a couple pieces and I'm going to actually put all of them in this bowl. Looks really done. This was a Mexican street corn, so it's definitely seasoned. I'll let that cool down just for a second. I'm going to move this bowl out of the way because it's extremely hot and I do not want to burn myself, but this, we were definitely testing out the Ninja Crispy. And so far, ladies and gentlemen, the Ninja Crispy can actually cook food from frozen to doneness almost perfectly. So I would definitely say This is a game changer. Get you a Ninja Crispy. This is the CRISPI. Crispy. I think they have another model as well, but all the reviews on Amazon rated this at about a 4.5, 4.6. I think it was definitely well over 1,000 people who purchased this piece of equipment. So I would definitely say go ahead and buy it. I'm going to take a bite if I don't burn myself and see how done this is. So here it is. I'm taking a bite. We'll see how hot it is. I'm going in. Juicy. Cooked. It is definitely hot. I'm taking another bite. Oh my goodness. Street corn. It's amazing. Folks, definitely go ahead and get you a Ninja Crispy. Again, I'll be coming to you with more product reviews and cooking videos, just honest, regular people, good, honest videos. I do want to leave you with this. Try to be positive, folks. If you see someone who needs help, please help them out. We need to spread as much love to everyone as we possibly can. But definitely take a look at my YouTube channel, Chef Timmy J, Mr. Jack 6087. I look forward to bringing you more content. Peace.